Hello everyone, my name is AP the Weird One, and welcome back to more Digimon Liberator, the novel side, my reaction. I believe we're getting Debugged 14 today, but Wednesday has been a definitely an exciting day for the Digimon community. You know, we got a lot of news considering I'm going for Digimon Time Stranger, including the fact that it is being pre-ordered on Steam and elsewhere. I have not pre-ordered quite yet. I will get to as a closer date, or maybe there will be some. I would say maybe some giveaways or something. I don't know. I'll have to see. I will pre-order at some point, but you know I gotta wait a little bit. But we did learn a whole bunch of facts. The game is going to be. It's going to have a very more intuitive combat system for the. For like the bosses and everything. It's going to be. I guess a nice. What? There can be like multiple stages. It's gonna see, and the exploration seems really good. The more I hear about it, the more I am excited for it. It's gonna be a fun, exciting time when it comes to October 3rd. The game is supposed to be around 30 to 40 hours depending on your completion level. I thought they would be a little bit more than that, maybe 50, 60, but maybe closer to 50. However, we shall see. But I did check out a whole bunch of videos. They did have an embargo on it, and except for GameSpot, everybody said good things, including Carney X, which was a fun video. But yeah, a whole bunch of information is going to continue to leak, and then he's going to have a live stream, which I will be listening onto on Friday, assuming everything is going well with my Dougie friend Major, because he has not been doing quite well. Anyway, I guess the only other thing to talk about has been some of the reveals for the Cyber Sleuth pack. I think they're kind of some of the stranger ones. Like, I get it, but like I don't understand why we couldn't have full evolution alliance for the main protagonist and had someone like the Akuamon and the like Kentarosmon's full evolution line wait till later though. I don't know. I would have liked it if they were a little bit later. But it seems like one deck that I think has some potential just to be like a fun deck and just very lightheaded is the Flame deck. I'm be curious to how that will be built. But without further ado, let's see if they got an update for the novel side. Not quite. We will check one more minute. Hopefully everything goes well. I think we got about 6 super rares, so we're about halfway done. Should be seeing 1 to night, and then the following week we shall be seeing seeing Yao's new Mega. Alright, so this looks like it's not a new Digimon, but we shall see. Alright, so Freedom Part 2. Kind of weird. Okay. Without further ado, let's read it. In the middle of the night, the sound of something collapsing echoed through Winner's ears as he lay in bed. It wasn't a particularly loud noise, but it wasn't enough to disrupt his light sleep in the unfamiliar bed. Winnie, something's wrong. Von Beamon, what time is it now? Sorry to wake you, but we must move. The village. His consciousness was gradually beginning to awaken, but suddenly awakened by the high-pitched scream, mixed voice of his partner, Von Beamon. He also remembered that this was with Cross Connextia. They had just fallen asleep after being entertained by a village of young vegetation Digimon. He quickly grabbed his glasses from his pillow, got out of bed, and ran out of the house. This. Winner was speechless as he saw smoking houses in the moonlight. As he was doing this, Digimon ran past him, crying and fleeing. What is this? Winnie looked at it. If you look closely in the direction they are coming from, you can see a brilliant red shining in the black of the night. The artificial light was running out of place against the surrounding scenery, and Winner realized what the Digimon were running from: a rogue NPC. There you are, Lady Queen, Sir Winner. Floramon. Floramon rushed up to Winner and others who were at loss for words. Floramon must have lived in the center of the village. They must have been worried about Winner and Von Beamon, so they ran in the opposite direction to the fleeing Digimon and came to this house on the outskirts of the town. Their legs were shaking violently, conveying their fear in the most eloquent way possible. Those strange guys I talked to you about during the day are attacking us. There are many of them, and they plan to catch us all at once. No way. They challenge us to a battles using cards, and when that happens, the attack from the surroundings don't reach us, and we don't know how to fight with cards. There's nothing we can do. Whitney, that's yet the battle unfolding using destorage debug mode. This was the method shared among the debugging team as a way to deal with direct attacks from Digimon controlled by rampaging NPCs within Lacuna. By forcing your opponent to join the battle, you can bring the battle to a card game, and if you lose a card battle, the unique emblem would protect your data to a certain extent. This is a fairly forceful tactic against Digimon that don't have decks, but the boss of their opponent is Unchained, special advisor to the debug team. The level of recklessness must be a piece of cake for Unchained. But then we can fight. Winner as he reached for the destorage before turning his attention to Funbimon. However, his partner, who is usually respond cheerfully, just looked down and shook his head. That's not enough, Winnie. There are too many opponents. We can only stop one of them in a card battle while we're fighting. The others will be defeat everyone's. This was an accurate and cool-headed analysis from Queen guarding her nest. At a glance, there are 10 rampaging NPCs. Only one person per battle can restrict the actions of others requesting them battle. If they are defeated by one, there won't be enough time to carry out rescue missions. But then what should we do? Ensuring everyone's safety comes first. Floramon, is there anywhere outside the village where we can take refuge? To the west, there's a base that we built so that everyone can stop by when picking nuts. It's a little cramped, but we can all hide it somehow. Well, let's get everyone there first, Winnie. Winter came back to his senses in a shock at Funbimon's sharp, scolding words, being overcome by a sense of helplessness and loss of sight of the situation makes one unfit to be a military strategist. He bit his lip and operated the device on his waist. Funbimon, Digivolve! At the same time, Funbimon was involved in countless hexagons. Eventually, a pair of hands popped out from the honeycomb structure. Just as an egg hatches, an insect emerges from its chrysalis in a new form. Hands taking up a spear and shield, and the worker bee becoming a warrior. Vespamon, with my pride as a knight in line, I will help everyone, Winnie. Go ahead to the base with Floramon. Understood. Be careful, Vespamon. Winter shared a look with Floramon and nodded, then turned his back on his partner, who was holding a spear and shield, and took off running. Is everyone okay? A simple base located a short way from the village. Floramon and the others nodded at Funbimon's words. Somehow everyone managed to escape. It's all thanks to Lady Queen for helping us. Amazing. Lady Queen is amazing. That's a relief. Funbimon and Winter looked at each other and breathed a sigh of relief. It worked out well that the houses they were sleeping in on the outskirts of town. Vespamon also called out to the Indian Digimon who might have been unaware of the situation and began to been slow to escape and use its natural guarding techniques to guide them safely. But it seemed like they had clearly come to capture Digimon. We're not far from the village, so soon be found out. We can't escape? That's not what I meant. Winter hastily shook his head, realizing that he had frightened the baby Digimon with his insensitive words. Then, while he was flustered and not knowing how to explain it to them that he would understand, Floramon reached out and picked up a frightened young Tamon. Tamon. It'll be okay. We can run. We just have to run for her now. I'll counterattack now. Will it be okay to go home? Of course. I'm strong, so everyone please wait here. Floramon calms the baby Digimon with a smile and then returns to Winter and Funbimon. So I'm sorry to interrupt your journey, but I would like Lady Queen and Winnie to cooperate with us. I said that earlier, but it would be pretty tough if it's just me. Floramon laughed. But its legs were shaking again, and even more violently than before. They are standing so scared. They're probably so scared that they want to run away immediately, and yet here they are standing in front of them. Why? The words escaped Winter's mouth. Why would you do this? You yourself said that there's nothing you can do about them. As soon as Funbimon and I arrived, they attacked. Just blame us and leave the fighting to us. Winnie. Even though Funbimon tried to stop him, Winter couldn't stop. No matter how insensitive it had seemed, he felt he had no choice but to ask. There is nothing you guys can do. Why then? There's probably nothing we can do. Floramon spoke, overlapping with what Winter was saying. Until that probably comes true, I can't give up on the village. Isn't it scary? Actually, it is scary. You trembling so much, it is scary. Floramon stared straight back at Winter. But it's not those spikes that are scary. What's scary is that we will have no place to go back to. In that case, we can fight for the same reasons. Before he knew it, all the rookie form Digimon in the village, along with some of the baby Digimon, had gathered beside Floramon. It's impossible, Winter's about to say. Floramon, Arulamon, Palmon, Mushroomon. There were so many of them, it was hard to count them on by two hands. A gathering of this many weak Digimon would accomplish nothing. Huh? Nothing? His expression suddenly changed. His gaze leaves Floramon and wanders into space as if not looking at anyone there. Village map, yes? Floramon cried out in surprise at Winter's sudden words. I want a map of the village. If you don't have a map, please tell me the layout of the village. What? Also, I want to know what all the Digimon who are willing to fight can do. After saying that bluntly, Winter sat down on the spot and began muttering something to himself. Funbeamon smiled at the confused look on Floramon's face. Watch this. Our tactician is really cool. Several red lamps lit up on the village, surrounded in darkness. The rampaging NPCs continued their monotonous routine, searching for any Digimon that remained in the village, in a mechanical and destructive search. Rain of Pollen! Fungus Crusher! Yes, it is monotonous. So if a Digimon unleashes a move from somewhere, it will head straight in that direction. It should be possible for them to take action to avoid danger, but it seems they are aware that all Digimon in this village are below champion form, and so they proceed to straight ahead with almost no caution. In fact, the simulation caused by Floramon's rain of pollen does not work on NPCs that do not have sensory organs, and Mushroommon's Fungus Crusher does not seem to cause any problems as long as it doesn't hit them directly. As a result, they are unaware of the true purpose, which is to distract them. The smoke from the explosion and the smoke screen from the pollen only slightly change the visibility of NPCs through their sensors, but they definitely reduce coordination with surrounding NPCs. Without realizing this, the NPCs chase the Digimon that appear before them. The ones assigned to act as decoys are Arulamon and Palmon. The strong scent that emanates from the flowers on their heads enables them to track each other's locations, even in poor visibility. Their role is to separate the NPCs, then in turn bring the NPCs into a large meeting hall in the village. It's coming, Winnie. Yep, everything's going according to plan. Now is a feeding ground for the most powerful queen and military strategist. The NPC looked a little surprised when Winter deployed a security shield, but quickly reached for its cars. Winter reaches for the hood, but then stops. While he was hiding his face in a hoodie in the game world, having escaped from a home where there was nothing but unpleasant things, he felt like he had become Winter. He does not pull on this hood. There is no need to wear a hood. Now he knows exactly what he's fighting for. And by his side is the strongest queen who can help him achieve it. Let's go, Funbeamon. Sure, let's show them our bond. So there's no reason to lose. Thank you so much. Under the purple sky of dawn, Floramon bowed its head, and then all the Digimon in the village bowed their heads at once. In response to the formal thanks, Winter shook his head bashfully. Don't bother thanking me. This is only possible because of you guys. No, the tactician command was brilliant. I can see why Lady Queen is in love with him. Hey, Floramon, I'm in love with it. With is a bit of an exaggeration. Winter smirked as he watched Funbeamon embarrassingly flapping its wings twice as fast as usual. But are you guys sure you don't want me to help you fix the houses? If I use Forge Beamon's power, it will be over in no time. Yes, you two are in a hurry, so we can't keep you here forever. Besides, this is our village, after all. We discussed our objectives. One day we may ask you to leave this place. We will wait for that time to come. If it is a place that you two have prepared, it's bound to be a great place. Floramon smiled. You did a good job. Funbeamon, you were really popular. It's not like I forgot about my mission. I'm not worried about that. As the two of them walked through the forest together as usual, Winter muttered to himself. Sorry. What is it? What we talked about last night. I used your existence as an excuse to escape reality. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with running away. Still, I'm sorry. Winter clenched his fist tightly and spoke carefully. After talking with Floramon and the others, I've been thinking. I need to face it more seriously. Maybe the reason I'm scared of home is because I actually love it. It's not that I dislike my mother or father. I like both of them. So maybe that's why I hate it when they fight. Winnie, I might still have a reason to battle in that house. I can't run away thinking I might. He was trembling slightly. It was a frightening experience, so at the same time it made him tremble with fear. Von Beamon believes that those roots are the same. People become stronger and take a step towards Digivolution. There will surely be days when I want to run away, and days when I do run away, but once this battle to protect Liberator is over, I will face him once more, on my battlefield. Sure, as you wish. Sounds good. Von Beamon looked genuinely happy and nodded repeatedly. But I'd hate it if you didn't come to see me, you know. Of course. What's with that weird laugh? Nothing. With such a light-hearted conversation, the little warrior set off to the new battlefield, leaving behind the faint sound of wings. To be continued. Okay, that was a pretty fun chapter. I mean, we didn't get to see any battles, but it was kind of nice. See if there's anything that kind of made any development. Probably not. Okay. I will check on X for just a sec. I didn't see anything too special, but next week we're going to be dealing with Yao. We're going to be finishing off the we have chapter 15 part 2. We'll see whatever happens with Yao and her Rugamon, see what happens. I do like the new artwork that's been given by Koki. He's done a really excellent job with it. Looks very nice and seeing all the evolutionary lines. But yeah, so next week we'll be seeing that. But, overall it was a fun chapter. I mean, Winter's growing up a little bit. He realizes that home is important to him and that he doesn't hate his parents. He just hates that they're fighting and just doesn't know how to deal with it. It's pretty understandable. But with that, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new Digimon Time Stranger news and the card reveals and keeps going. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I mean, we'll learn a little bit more information about the following week when it comes to the novel side. We'll probably get a more in-depth look of every character. We'll see what's going on with them. But yeah, have a good rest of the night.